hit it right the first time.
Mm. Ads are done. I have a feeling there's going to be more ads coming up soon. Or maybe not. I don't know. I say as I get another ad, yeah. I figured. That's so weird. Yeah, it's Twitch. Twitch is weird.
Can't hear you.
I know. But it's going to be archived, so.
Yeah. I think you can click and start watching there.
Why?
So you can see yourself, when we show something in the camera.
You can just do that.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Pretty as always.
Thank you. Waiting for Jack to say that the ads are done.
So cute. I remember back the old videos.
That's so different in those. Like,
maybe you should react to them.
I don't know how. What I mean, I could, but yeah, I don't know what I would say really.
Yeah.
It's like, the ad's done yet, Jack? Okay, now ads are done. Okay, good. All right. Well, hello, Daybreakers, Dice Rollers, and Adventurers. Welcome back to me playing Solo Quest, a solo story in the Runequest TTRPG. I have with me my girlfriend Hannah, Auburn Amaranth on Twitch. She will be acting as storyteller or whatever. Well,
GM,
kind of. But I'll be the one rolling the dice and making the decisions.
Yeah.
I
mean, I just read
my abilities.
Yeah, I just read it out and kind of stuff supportive and kind of do stuff on the side, like, so it's just a bit easier. So and like it's nice to learn stuff for it as well.
Yes, so continuing from the first part, I am Vasana.
Vanan's daughter.
Yes. That's her. That's me.
And her
bison.
Molon, I think.
Molon.
Yeah.
Molon. Nice. So this is basically like a choose your own adventure. Like, it gives me a set of different choices, and then I can pick whatever one I want to do.
Story is the battle at Dangerford. Dangerford. And yeah, we had like first we had like already like some stuff before, like visiting shrines and stuff. Then the battle started like full front, and we didn't get so nicely out of it first. We actually died, but like we do it and we visit that at the end, kind of see what in this version would have happened. And then we kind of just get wounded, get up again, and on our bison with a lance, and like someone stand in our way and got just like, his arm, she had a weapon destroyed, and arm almost ripped off.
He regretted standing in my way.
Yeah. Okay. I'll read the last thing and see your decision, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. Where is it? Or did I? Or maybe I went to that already. Yeah, that's why. So out of range from attacks, Molon turns and circuits the massed infantry. You take stock of the situation. Some of the cavalry are still stuck in the lunar swarm, struggling to free themselves and mount another charge. But the majority have regrouped, and the vast are preparing for another assault. Several riders have dropped their lances and tucked out bows. They strafe the lunar archers on the shore, firing towards them, then riding hard out of range. We're fighting essentially on the fort. Um, A horn sounds from the eastern charge. Kali's warhorn. She needs aid. And Twi, or like, but she as Vasana decided to help seek out Kala to see where she needs help.
Indeed.
The Satai leader of the group.
Yes.
91. From your vantage atop Molon, you see Kali leap down from a smoky grey mound, one of the finest beasts from her uncle's stables. Kali draws her sword, throwing the scabbard to the ground, and charges into the battle. Make a scan roll. If you succeed, you may check the box. Okay. Yes, you think. Scan. Look.
Scan.
Do you like perception?
Yeah, scan 50%.
Okay, then roll a d100. You need to be equal to or under 50 for it to succeed.
Okay, so this is.
So I can make big like
These two, yeah. Illumination. 25.
25. Nice. Well done.
Nice, thank you.
Check the box next to it for improvement later.
Thanks. Scan.
Good. Go to 49. Okay. 94. 94. You strain your eyes and make out a small gap in the battle where Kali is circling around a lunar commander. The two have their eyes locked on one another. No one else is interfering. It is an honorable duel. Oh,
cool.
Inside the battle. No? The horn sounds again, and a member of Kali's guard waves a tattered banner in the air, calling for support. Going to 96.
Coming. Support is on the way.
96. You smash through the ranks of lunar defenders and gallop across the battlefield. Your passage kicks up great showers of water which mix with the arrows still raining down from above. You dodge around melees, leap over fallen horses, and finally crash through the last of the lunar ranks and find yourself in the press alongside Kali. You swing down from Molon and take up a defensive position nearby. The lunar and Saturite infantry clash all around you, and Kali herself is locked in duel with a lunar rune lord. Oh. So, who knows this stuff, ne?
Yeah.
Horatio Hostilius, okay, that's kind of funny, first cousin to Father White Rat, and said to command a group of 70 fanatic soldiers devoted to protecting Father's person and life. Things are tense, but you know better than to interrupt. Interfering in the duel would dishonor your leader and disgrace you as a cheat. Kali is tense and focused, looking for an opportunity to strike. Without looking directly at you, she bellows, "Stand by! I have a use for you when I'm finished with this cur." So you can either obey her or forsake honor and ensure Kali's safety. If Asana is currently inspired by hate Lunar Empire, I think she is, right?
Yes.
That she used the passion, I think, no? You must make an opposed roll between a hate Lunar Empire and a honor passion, so to see which she will choose. Make a roll for each passion, and whichever gets a better success will influence her action.
Okay. Jack says, "Here comes the cavalry." Yeah. As a wise man once said, "Choose treachery; it's more fun." XD.
Yeah, but like honor, that's you choose between your hate for the Lunar Empire to just interfere or your honor. I mean, you roll both and see which is better.
Okay.
Which gets a better success.
So.
Which one first?
Hate.
Okay.
34.
Okay.
And
now honor.
Honor.
Oh.
59.
It seems your hate wins.
Oh no.
If Vasana's hate Lunar Empire wins, her mind clouds with rage and she's overcome with the desire to step Horatio despite Kali's order.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. But see, that's why when you have decision between passions and you roll for them to decide.
Right.
That's what I think is a cool aspect of the game.
I can't hold myself back anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also, you can always choose what your adventure chooses to, regardless of passion, but if a passion is successful rolled and then ignored, its rating should be immediately reduced to 80% if it's higher than that. So you can still choose to ignore that.
No, I'll go with the dice. I'll go with what the dice say.
Okay, that's an option, no?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's just one way game, no? So if you think like want to calm yourself and say like, no, I have to do this way.
Yeah, but like I can't always, like in real life, you can't always make the decisions you wanted to make, and like sometimes your emotions get the better of you, and that's
but that's
part
also
of the thing.
that's why I also play like you can choose to ignore, like you said, like no, I have to stay to the other, and that's why the other gets less passion in it, you know.
Okay.
This is also like showing like that you still reframe yourself, but like in that suffers you other passion. Also in this sense, you hate for the Luna.
Okay. Then
Empire.
Okay, then I still choose to obey her.
Okay, so you ignore your hate.
Yes.
Then your hate drops to 80%.
Sorry.
Okay. Then we go as if you did that. To obey, watch, and wait, go to 97. 97. You've fallen behind Kali at the back of the melee and watched. It takes you a few moments to catch your breath. It's kind of also to learn that and understand it.
Yeah.
Next to you, the battle between Kali and Horatio swings one way and then the other. In the middle of one fierce exchange, she takes a long, ugly gash on her forehead. At one point, Kali misses with a strike and slips sideways. Your heart leaps to your throat, but before Horatio can start, Kali dives forward under his blow, then comes up and slashes down his back. He falls to his knees, lets his weapon drop from his hand in surrender. Kala wipes blood from a cut above her brow and gestures to her warriors who drag the commander away. The lunar lines are wavering, but you can see fresh troops pouring in to provide support. Kala gestures to you wordlessly, then swings up into her horse and leads you back towards the camp with her head held high.
Good.
Kali's injury reminds the Satirites how much of the hopes hang on a single person. Despite her victory, morale is shaken somewhat. Reduce BRT by -7. -5. I don't know what I said.
I accidentally poked a hole in the book though. I'm really sorry.
Nah, be more careful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like maybe get those things away. So, go to 101. 101. Kali leads you back from the front and towards the Saturite tents. She pauses to bark a few orders to reposition her forces and turns to you. Before she can speak, the sound of hoofbeats echo from the riverbank. A lunar cavalry charge slams into the Saturite infantry, devastating them. Kali swears and turns back to you. Listen to me. We have a reserve of cavalry hidden in Danger Fort Village, but something has interrupted our order to attack. Go south. There's a signal camp hidden in the cliffs. You must have passed it coming to the Isle. Get the messengers to send the alert. Blow the horn yourself if you must. She clasps your forearm, then turns and darts towards the packs of Saturate archers. They draw their weapons as she approaches, then join her in a charge to reinforce the Saturate front line. You are left alone in the middle of the camp. The fate of the battle hangs with you. If Asana was inspired, it ends. If she had cast Shield with a 50-minute duration, it ends. No, you did movement. Go to 105. 105. The cries from the battlefield grow louder. There's not much time. You spin about and hurry to the southern side of Danger Isle. The deep water of the Danger Fort stretches out serenely before you. You scan the horizon and spot in the distance a raised section of wooded cliffs. You know that this halfway point between Danger Eye and Dangerford village hides the hidden signal camp and the auto-critical cavalry horn. There's no good reason you can think of that the war horn hasn't sounded. A miscommunication seems impossible at such a critical time. More like the camp is under attack. Your timely arrival could be critical. You can take off running towards the signal camp. You can take off running towards the signal camp. It will be a long trip, but you can plan your approach on the way. You could head straight for the gate or climb up the cliffs, approaching the signal camp from the rear. If the camp has been overrun, this could let you launch a surprise attack. Oh, hey, knights. Get a seat. So sorry if you want to sit there. I'm just checking if he wants food. Should I?
Yeah.
I'm back. So, if one wasn't killed or one encountered, you can ride towards the signal camp. This will be fast and let you charge any position, but will limit your ability to use stealth. To ride Moron or to run on foot. So, forcing like bam with Moron or run on foot, but be stealthy.
Okay. Just do the comments. The dice have spoken. All hail the magic conch. I still choose to obey her. Of course you do, Twilight. like imagine being subby and cute and silly. I don't need to imagine it. I have a perfect example of it right in front of me. Oh, that sounds bad. Oh, nice move. Ooh, which one do we go with? Surprise is always fun. Yeah, I want to be sneaky about this.
Okay,
go
so
stealth.
So on foot.
Stealth mode, yes.
106. You set off on foot. One quick step between two satellite tents, then a quick scramble down the embankment takes you into the creek. Knee-high water is freezing cold, but you force yourself onwards and splash away from danger eye towards the southern bank. Your breath comes in ragged gasps. Minutes crawl slowly by. You are only halfway through the water when you spot a lone figure moving through the waves to the east. It appears a single lunar rider has split away from the group and is moving quickly towards you. You don't know what they are doing so far from the fighting. To face them would be foolhardy. They could charge you with their mount and spear you with their lance. A single good strike would shatter your shield, if not kill you outright. Their superior movement would make it impossible to retreat. Sometimes it is important to know when to avoid battle, rather than charge headlong into it. You have much more important tasks than doing battle with this single rider. You glance around looking for some kind of advantage. You notice that a stand of reeds has grown around a rise in the creek bed nearby. You might hide there, and once the rider leaves, you could continue on your way. Alternatively, you could race deeper into the water. You can swim, but the heavily armored lunar rider has his mount, and his mount cannot. So, move reeds and hide, or speed up and make for the deeper water.
Hide.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hope you're successful in that then.
Yeah.
107. You hurry towards the reeds and sink down into them. The water rises around you and reaches your shoulders. The sound of galloping hoofbeats gets closer and closer. You stay quiet and wait with bated breath. Make a hide roll.
Hide is 15%.
See.
Plus 5%, so 20%. Or is that? Oh, skill category. No, it's 15%. Okay.
Yeah, it's plus the things, yeah, as well. So, hide. Where's hide? There. Yeah, 20.
No, it's 15.
Yeah, plus the 5 there.
Yeah, but it says skill category modifiers are already calculated into skill percentages.
Okay.
So it's 15.
Yeah. You still can go back if you...
Yeah, I'd rather... I'm just going to speed up and
So
see if
in
I
the
can-
deeper
yeah,
water.
deeper
Okay.
water. Yeah, sorry.
112. You sprint away from the reed towards the deepest section of the creek. The Lunar Rider races after you. The sound of his horse's hoofs tearing through the water is deafening. The water rises higher around you, but the sound of the hoofbeats gets closer. Run! Run! Make a dex by 5. Oh,
Dex by 5.
it's there.
Uh,
Let's multiply by 5.
so 55.
Yeah.
Don't make me regret redoing my turn.
93. If you fail, we will need to roll an attack for the Lunar Rider. Before it is due, decide which hit locations Basana's shield is protecting. Yeah. Okay. What do you protect with your shield? Remember, you have your arm that's holding it in one other position.
Abdomen.
Okay. So this lance attack is 70%. Let's see. I try to roll bad for you.
Thanks.
Okay, it's 13.
Oh.
Oops. And Vasana's own parry dot, wait, 13. So what was that? 1/5 of 70. Gosh, isn't that 15? I think so. For 36. No. It's even less. I will just assume it's normal. Don't want to calculate. Everything is just about normal.
Can just
75. 14. Then it's under if you want it to be punished. And your own parry or dodge. Determine hit locations and apply damage if the horseman overwhelms the combined value of any shield or armor. Yeah, what was it? D20, no? But first, you roll parry or dodge.
23%.
Think with the shield, right? I know here's dodge.
Yeah.
You can dodge or parry is with your shield, I guess, or sword. So, or whatever. Don't know if you have still your lance on. It doesn't specify. But I probably it's too long, so I guess you have your broadsword, I guess.
Yeah.
I would think. So, which is 90. Your shield is 55. You try to parry with your would be automatically with your thing would be automatically with your shield probably, no?
Okay.
Unless I think I would say you could also try parry with your sword.
I will try parry with my sword then.
Yeah. It's I'm home rule that.
Thanks.
Because you had so bad luck with it, so I give you that.
Thank you.
So roll. What success you have?
Jack, fly, you fools. Yeah. You wanted to be punished, oh, so it's that kind of game. Yeah, I know where the dice are.
Yeah, just waiting because
Yeah, because I was doing the comments.
Yeah. Yeah, relax. So good. Let me distress you. So 46.
46. No,
Yeah.
wait, 49, right?
Is that 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, 49. Well, also don't have to think that's definitely not a special success. Yeah. Good. So that would be here. I'll check So he did a normal attack versus a normal parry. Attacker rolls normal damage. Defender's parrying weapon takes 1 HP damage. If damage more than its current HP, any excess damage goes to affected hit location. So, so your right arm, I would say then. Good. And hit location. Oh wait. Also no, wait. Wait. Maybe I did it wrong. Wait. Still the hit location, but how you parry? Ah, okay, I see. Sorry. That's the one. So 5 is left leg, not right leg this time, but like left leg. Okay, you have, so you kind of do like
Yeah.
Okay, now damage. Damage is 1d10 plus 1 plus 2d6. So 1d10 is, that's 1d, no? Yeah. 2, nice. 3, 4, 7. See, I wrote extra bad for you.
Nice, thank you.
No, like I just say like 7. So what is your broadsword has how many points? 12, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't go through it. Hey,
Nice.
oh, that was close, huh?
Yeah.
Also because the rider shattered, they apply the mount's damage bonus to attack in place of their own. So yeah, but that's what I did. If the one survives but collapses, then her word quickly fades to black. No, she doesn't. She has been captured and rolled in the bed and the adventure is over. If she's killed, no. If she withstands the lunar sword, then record any damage and go to 113. Okay. 0 damage. 113. You splash down into the water. Immediately the world around you becomes peaceful. You kick further in the depths. Behind you the shadowy broken image of your pursuer stops, then finally turns away. You wait for a moment until you are sure he's gone, enjoying the peace and breaking the surface. You struggle through the water and drag yourself out of the river just shy of the signal camp. Ahead of you the wooded cliffs just out of the ground like a jacket broken too. Oh, that was thrilling, huh?
Ooh, yeah, sure was.
Yeah, imagine here, this is like, I guess, sample lunar cavalry rider. See a long lance, no? And she just deflected with her sword, like, oh, badass.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, but indeed, also with your value, you would have also had a success, would have enormous success with your shield Eva, no? And points are, yeah, 7 of 8, so it would have been pretty much the same result. So you can also think it's a shield, no? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It would have been the same result. Though your weapon takes 1 damage.
Okay.
So it's 11 instead of 12. There, broadsword there. Yeah. Go to 118. You reach the base of the wooded hills and pause for a moment to catch your breath. A small game trail leads through the foothills up towards the heights of the cliff, where you know a small embankment has been dug into the earth to serve as an observation center and signal post. You can clearly see heavy-booted footprints leading up into the woods. It is abundantly clear that the position has been assaulted and probably taken. It will fall to you to decide how to retake the position. Find the war horn and call for reinforcements. Before venturing on, you may choose to have Asana cast a heal spell. You don't need, right? To march directly into the camp, or to mask Asana's approach and sneak towards the camp. March into or sneak into.
Jack.
Sneak is good, but you know your height value.
Jack says, I'm sorry, I'm just like half tempted to start doing comments just to tease Twilight. It's okay, Kitty, take your time. Well, thank you. I like to take my time. It's okay to be slow, Twilight, just take your time. Again, thank you. I like knowing that I can take my time and that I don't have to rush. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Etc. Nice. Ooh, Lancelot indeed. Yeah, my sneak kind of sucks, so I'm just gonna
Oh,
charge straight in there.
I mean, I can check for you what it wants. No, stealth, not hide roll.
Oh.
How's your stealth?
Well, it's either hide or move quietly. Stealth is like the category.
Yeah, what is your stealth? Stealth roll. Just say stealth roll, so I guess. Meh. It's both not good, huh?
Yeah.
So,
I think I'm just gonna charge in there. I'm a warrior, not a spy.
yeah. Said yes. What's directly into cam? 120. Okay. It's better to face whatever this threat is head on. You draw your sword from its sheath and stride forward up into the hills. After only a moment or two, you seek the vague outline of the hidden camp amidst the trees. It is a grisly sight. Bodies litter the ground, some hanging halfway out of the sunken embankment. Arrows, spears, and bits of magic thrown debris stick out of the cadavers at odd angles. The corpses are Satellite and Luna alike. The warriors here fought like lions. Only one figure moves. A Lunar warrior, armor covered in the blood of his brethren and yours. He spots you approach and turns to face you. His dark eyes wide and his hands flashes to the cobras sheathed at his side. Go to 126. Stop there, barbarian, the Luna shouts at you. He raises a clothed hand. I am Voster, son of PM. Oh, is that actually the guy here? Yeah, it is him. He charges as you.
Oh.
I was the son of Pejam. I have captured this outpost in the name of the Lunar Empire. For wandering here, you have intruded upon the Empire's plans. If you will surrender to me, I will take you prisoner in accordance with our laws. If you refuse, then I challenge you to a duel. Give me your name and your answer. You set into a fighting stance. You rather die than surrender. You can say.
I am Vasana, daughter of Farman. I will duel you, Vostor. Prepare yourself.
You cry out. The two of you begin to pace back and forth. It's time for blood.
Yes.
Go to 192. Also here, the lunar corpus he wields. That's the weapon he has. Comments?
I'll wait till you finish before I do comments.
Yeah, I've finished that part.
Okay. Also, I have to do an ad break now.
Okay, read that and then do ad break.
Okay. Jack, yes, correct. The best move of all is clearly to just break down the door and be like, I heard you were talking shit. Ooh, oh, trust me, you don't want any of what we are right now. Ooh, Kopesh are such great weapons. I love them so much.
Hey, that.
All right, we'll see you after the break.
Indeed. Let's go to the break.
Ready or not, there will be blood. Life is a game you have no lease for anymore. There will be blood. You will buy our blood with your own blood. You will buy our blood with your own blood. And ads are done.
I know, I see, like, wait. You make a mistake. I forgot you don't full at health points. So maybe could have done that after all. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can heal your total hit points by 2.
Oh. Yeah, I won't do that then.
Sorry, I thought like, oh, you have no wound, but I forgot you have lost total hit points. Sorry.
It's okay.
Your shiny imagine sent a wave of healing energy through your better body. Also, this is like retrospective.
Yeah.
A Heal 2 spell can be cast multiple times to heal yourself with magic point. Each time you cast Heal 2, you must make a power by 5 roll. So you only need 1 there because you only have 2 damage.
So 75.
Yeah. If you succeed, the spell is cast.
43.
Okay, under what?
75.
Good. Magic. Plus 1 is magic points by 2. Piercing a hit location hit points by 2, which I think all is fine. And total hit points by 2.
So it's full again.
Okay.
HP full.
So if you're only tempted to cast a spell once or not, she might try to sneak up to the camp. I think we did that. Checking. Ah. Say, so it gives you the option to sneak then, but probably don't want to use that.
No.
Yes, it says option that you can do that. I chose this to depart in the 20. That says it's better to face whatever this red home. So yeah. Yeah, we had that on the 26. Yeah, we had that too. Okay, then we are just where we were anyway. Good. On the 29. Beyond was the square off in the center of the hidden camp. Lunar satellite casualties litter the battlefield, and the sound of the larger battle rings in the distance. Worcester has drawn his short corpus blade and donned his battered shield. His armor is dented from the previous battle, and you can see bloody bandages peeking out from under his clothes, but his face is set in a determined line. He will stop at nothing to defeat you. If Foster wins the duel, the reinforcements will not arrive in time, but if you can force him to yield, you can sound the horn and may still sway the battle. You each let out a pealing battle cry, run forward and clash in the center of the camp. Okay. Vazana has promised a fair duel. You may increase her honor by plus 1d4. So, oh, now you can roll the shitty die. The shitty die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah, so you add 3 to your honor. If you wish, Vazana may attempt to draw inspiration from her honor passion. Choose a skill to inspire. This combat is happening in close quarters, so either a broadsword or medium shield skills will be useful. Make an honor roll.
Honor roll. I'll power up the shield.
Okay, first you have to roll if it succeeds.
Okay,
What is your honor?
73%.
Okay, come, you can do it. D10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
49.
There's a success.
Yeah.
You succeed, go to 130. Victory can be snatched and defeat avoided by those who are willing to disgrace themselves. But there's only empty joy and unworthy success, and the pain from defeat held back with lies stings all the more. Honor is a constant. It exists outside of the wills and whims of individuals. As you and Worcester watch each other's weapons and prepare to duel, you know you do so with honor. You raise your weapons once, a mark of respect, then step forward. Ah, okay. If you roll, so instead of like with honor, if you roll a success, you may increase Vazana's chosen ability by 20% for the duel's duration. So you shield your
Shield
shows.
goes up to 75.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Special, critical, no. So now we note when the effects of the inspiration fades. Go to 133. You circle one another, each looking for an opening, an opportunity to strike. Every tiny movement could betray the opening that could win the battle. Take a note of this entry. You will return here. Ah, okay. etc. Choose any of the following actions to take. You may choose the same action multiple times, but may either attack with a weapon or magic, not both. Yeah. When Vasana completes up to 3 of the following actions, go on. Okay, so three times. Good. Attack with a broadsword or cast lightning with 1+ rune points. Yeah, so only spell or attack, or cast shield with more protection with 1+ rune, or cast heal wound. So no wound, not yet, but like, okay, you can attack with your broadsword, or you cast lightning to attack, or you can cast shield for more protection.
Attack with my broadsword.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you go right up. 134. Was and you swing at each other, clashing blades time and again. Vasana's attacks with a broadsword and Was attacks with his copis. Was strike rank is 6, lower than Vasana's 7, so he attacks first. Don't have it. Yeah, strike rank just who does first, no? First choose to either parry or dodge. Roll was the copis attack and contested with her broadsword or medium shield if she's parrying, or her dodge if dodging. See? Yeah. So you decide with broadsword or medium shield. Probably shield is better.
Yeah.
But like, it's up to you.
Shield.
Okay. So you parry with your medium shield. What's the next? Okay, normal, special. Okay, like normal. Okay, I do my first success. I do 70, I think it was. Oh no, that was the other guy. Corpus here, 80. Yes, 80 actually. Okay, it's hard to fail, but I try. Oh, 88! I did it!
You did it!
Yeah,
Yay, thank
I
you.
failed!
You failed successfully.
Yeah. Project said smart move.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Oh, yeah. Task failed successfully. Yes.
XD. Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect, obviously. Yeah, but let's just okay, let's just end thing. Okay, we'll look here again. Our smart list. Because I have this nice thing here. It's like attack and parry results, which is kind of helpful.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's different lists, but here see this is parry and attack and dodge, so this is like very useful to learn it, kind of have an overview. Good. He failed, also failed attack, but not fumbled. So, and you had a normal, also you need to roll first your parry, nah? Let's see. So roll you.
And Jack alternatively fish and mailed. Oh, that looks helpful.
Fish and mailed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see. So
56. Sorry.
you see, oh, good that you strengthen your shield, nah?
Yeah.
Like I always would have
That would have
failed.
been so close if not for the power up.
Yeah. So also normal parry. So fade attack. Attacker parried or deflected. Defender rolls parrying weapons normal damage. Attacking weapons. Defender rolls parrying weapons normal damage. Attacker attacking weapons HP reduced by 1 HP if damage over its current HP. Also, like I did actually wrong. Like it's when it's over its current thing. So actually, his broadsword still has 12.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, sorry, that was my mistake. It's only if it would have went over it. Parrying weapons normal damage. Does it even have anything? Yeah, 1d4 plus 1d4. So you're twice.
2d4. 2d4.
Yeah.
Jack, see, a lot of my friends poke fun at me for playing defense, but this is why.
I mean, I don't think you even need to roll because you can maximum get 8 out of it, and the Scopus has 12. So I don't think it can be damaged by your shield.
Yeah,
No.
just skip that then.
Yeah. Spare it.
Did you hear what Jack said, by the way?
What? The Franks were playing defense, but this is why. Indeed. So that was one thing. Does it say anything else here? This is unable to attack. Says kill by attack. No, knocked unconscious. No, unable. No, just if anything else. Okay. So that was your first thing. Now again, attack with broadsword. So no, it's the same thing. So now you attack. I think. What you? I think the block is automatically. So I think you can attack now.
Yeah, it's like he attacked me, I parried, and then now I attack, I guess.
Thing. Shoot, I don't remember right now. Let's see. See. Weapon shield health. Wound damage is applied on maybe. I see. Broadsword attack in contest was the Scopus roll, because he always parries with his Copus. Yeah, it's a Copus, but it's called Copus. Okay. No, then you're right. You can attack. Then roll your broadsword attack.
All right.
Ooh. Wait, what was it? Best or the worst? Trying to remember. How around it was. Wait, it's not. So it must be 1, né? Yeah, because.
Yeah, it's 1.
Yeah, because the other would be 1. Yeah. So critical success.
Oh,
Critical
yeah.
success. He wrote a 1. Yeah. So let's see how he does. So he wrote. Again, he wrote parry with his Scopus. Let's see if I can fail again. Can't guarantee that it happens again. Nope. 43. Normal success. Rules of natural nature. So sorry, let's see it right. So he could parry it. So then you roll for where you hit him.
Okay. 16. Which is left arm.
Left arm. Which is his shield arm. Yeah. Okay. I think at least. What does it say? Anything specific here? Oh, it doesn't say. But I think it. I would say it's arm. It's easier, no? Although it's right arm. I think that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I think normally would maybe shoes, or I don't know. Okay. Left arm. HP is 5. Okay, you roll for damage. Critical. What is? Yeah. Sorry, I was still there. Wait. Critical was. I think let's see here. Critical against normal. Critical attack versus normal parry. I know. It's only if he failed that it would be maximum. Okay, but he still has a normal parry, so you roll, but still special damage. Defender's parrying weapon HP reduced by the damage rolled. Any excess damage goes edge into a hit location with no armor protection. Okay. Okay, so you roll twice the amount of your broadsword.
Okay, so 180.
No, that's in D for dice.
Oh,
180. Sheesh.
you said twice the amount of my broadsword, and it's 90. So 90
So no.
times 2 is 180.
No, there's a damage you roll for
Okay.
it. So 2d8.
2d8. Which one's the d8? This one.
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
and 1. So 7.
You can re-roll that one.
Okay.
Come, roll right. Yeah.
10.
So 10.
Plus 1, so 11.
Plus 2 is the double, so 12.
So 12.
And the
And then
damage
2.
bonus 1d4.
So 2d4.
1d4.
So it's doubled.
Yeah, but this is the damage bonus. It doesn't change.
Okay, whatever. 1.
You can re-roll.
2.
Okay, so it's 14. Yeah, because for him it's the same. So yeah. Yeah. Good. 14 it was, right?
Yeah.
Good. So his right arm is 5. That means 9 damage. Sorry. His scope is of course 12 points. That's 2 points. Also without armor. So that means you did 2 damage to him, I guess.
Nice.
Arms uncompromised. He normally uses a shield. Okay. 14. Yes. 3. Good. Sorry, that blew up. So that is that. So now you can again attack with broadsword, cast lightning, or cast shield.
Cast lightning.
Okay, so you runes things. Okay. 135. Your rune tattoos flash as you pull lightning from the air. Voster's eyes narrow as you do. He swings his sword, attempting to cut through the spell and put you on the ground. Vasana's lightning rune spells X on strike rank, +1 for each additional rune point spent, but likely before Voster's attacks on strike rank 7, because rune magic is always the fastest. To cast lightning, first decide how many rune points you want to spend. The spell deals 1d6 damage per rune point and ignores armor. Make an air runes roll. If you succeed, the spell's cast reduces Vasana's rune points accordingly. If you critically succeed, spell's cast without costing any rune points. Then power against Voster's power. The resistance table. Okay. So how much do you want to save in here? Maximum 3 rune points.
Yeah.
So 1 point is 1d6. So then it would be 2 or 3d6.
2. I'll use 2 points.
Okay. We see if it's crit or not. Make an air rune roll. So you see here how much here?
Okay.
90. See?
90. Oof. Okay. Oop. 51.
Okay. Yeah, that's a normal success. So to do 2 rune points. I think she did a shit.
Yeah, I think so too. Thanks.
We can do on ventilator. Take some time to get it out. Okay. Good. So points. Okay. Next, Vasana's power against Voster's power. Roll 1d100. Must roll to equal to 45% or lower. Okay. Resistance. Stick. Ah, okay. See, they have other thing for this. Resistance table. Ta-da. We can just check instead of like calculating it yourself. Number indicates the percentage you need for success. The roll of 1 to 5 is always success, and 96 to 0 always a failure. Yeah, it tells you already, but here we would see, just to see it ourselves, your power is 15. Active 15 to his also 15. Okay, that says 15 or 45. Good. To rotate location. Okay. Good. So you have roll. It says 45, but it shows you 50. So like I say, you need to roll equal or under 50.
Okay.
You can do it.
43.
Yes.
Yeah.
The equal way would have done. Okay. Now you roll. Where? It hits him on head.
17. Which
17
is
left
left
arm
arm again. God
Now
damn.
maybe he's like unable to fight them. Who knows?
Yeah.
It ignores armor. No?
Oh,
So,
true. Yeah.
Damage is also not. Yeah, it's not reduced by armor. 1d6 by additional rune point. Yeah, so 2d6. Succeed in casting spell, but the resistant roll fails. So what's the text now? If you failed, it did it. No, if okay. So you do 2d6 damage. So you roll here.
Okay.
And we can re-roll. Roll right.
3 and 1. High number. 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Good. It ignores armor, so you do yes 3, so it's 3. It is 3 times 3 times his arm. So first it is it ignores armor, so 9 damage, so he's down to 5 HP,
Nice.
and he loses his what was it?
Left arm.
Left arm, right arm. Sorry. Then then he doesn't loses his arm, but is compromised. I would say because it's twice still, almost. No, actually not. Just by 1 point. Okay. Left arm, so 0. This arm is compromised, I think. If one of the arms is compromised, he no longer uses shield or his copus. If a leg of his arm dome is compressed, he falls prone. All his attacks have the success chance halved, and all his attacks have the success chance halved, and attacks for Zombies against him are modified by plus 40% to the chance of success. It's against him. Okay. All his attacks have the success on G plus 40. Okay. So yeah, his arm is prone, kinda. He lets his shield fall, I say.
Nice.
So what you do now? Attack, shield, cast, or lightning.
Attack.
So attack again. Good. You know he attacks first.
Yeah.
Good. What you choose? Dodge or parry with broadsword or shield?
Parry with shield.
Yeah. Smart way. Okay. Done it. So, and he does it, what is that? Like high success, right? Good. So of course for us a bit long because like we haven't done that before, no? But I hope it's still fun.
Yeah, it is.
very engaging, I think. Deadly.
Deadly combats.
Okay. 80s. That's 80. No, wait. So 90s. Ooh. Okay. He's already half chance, but I wrote a fumble.
Oh, nice.
98. Oh, sorry. Sorry, was I disappointed you? Well, a fumble. So, well, you can still roll how your success with your shield is. You have plus 40%, I think it said. Ach no, when you do attack, so ignore that. No, just normal.
56.
56 of what was it?
75.
75. So normal success. Good. Then we look again. Good. So attack. Fumbled attack against normal parry. Attacker rolls on fumbles table. Defender rolls parrying weapons normal. Attacker. So defender rolls parrying weapons normal damage. Attacking weapons we reduce one. Okay. First fumble table. There is a fumble table. Let's see where. Skills, resistance, location. Wait, maybe the other book. Fit on the other thing, I guess. So, combats, okay, d20. 15. Cannot attack, parry, or dodge next round. Ooh.
Nice.
So, good. So you roll. You roll 1d6. I think was it? What was it? For shield. No, d4. All right. Yeah.
2d4 basically.
Yeah. How come you roll on the d8? It's easy.
Yeah. Might as well, right?
Yeah, as I said, it's useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew that was going to happen at some point today.
Yeah. Hey.
4.
Hey, good average. Wouldn't matter anyway. But well, it's
also
still good you fumbled.
Just you know.
Okay. So I think that was the third thing, right? So yeah, first it was his attack. Now you get to attack.
Nice. Okay.
So roll for your attack plus 40%. Wait, what with broadsword you have 90, so that's plus 40. That's 130.
Yes.
How that is that 96 to 100 is the fumble, by the way, but 30 means this 30 gets deduced from him.
Cool. Okay. I will do that after the next ad break because it's almost time. So I will see you after the break.
Yeah, it means one combat round because I cannot attack paradox next round, which is the round theoretical round after it comes to it, because it said 3 things, 3 following actions. So does it with his focus anyway, so he has only 50. And already roll for your success.
40.
40 indeed. That's of 100. No, it's still normal success. I roll on 50. That's 46. Just about normal success. The normal attack versus normal parry. Yeah, you roll your damage. Okay, you roll your damage on your broadsword.
So
Normal.
1d8 plus 1.
Yeah.
8. Nice.
Yes.
Plus 1 is 9. And then plus 1d4.
So 9, yeah. 1d6. Was it? 1d4. Okay.
4.
Wow.
Oh man. 13.
Yeah.
Ooh. Max damage with broadsword. Unboosted. Jack adds it done. Yeah, you came back just in time. I just made a perfect damage roll with my broadsword.
Yeah.
8
out of 8.
I got like 1d8, I rolled an 8, and then plus 1, and then a 1d4, and I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
So 13 total damage.
13.
The highest possible unboosted damage I can do.
Okay. Against a sword of 12 points, so you go over it. This is 1 damage over it. So, and he gets 1 damage to his sword, to his corpus. So, those were 3 actions. So let's see what it says now. Completes up to 3 of the following actions. Yeah, we did attack, lightning, attack,
Yes.
right? Good. To 139. The fight is taking its toll on you. Your legs ache and the sweat dripping through your hair streams into your eyes. Voss is struggling as well. He shifts his corpus in his hands, looking for openings rather than trying to overwhelm you with strength. Elsewhere in the water of the creek, your allies are being slaughtered. Make a con by 5 roll.
Okay.
So Constitution.
Jack says he cue the JoJo comeback theme.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
I like part 3.
Yeah. Part 5 also has a good one, but we're not there yet. And Jack says yes.
Yes, all of them.
Con by 5, you say?
Yeah, Constitution.
60. I roll. Come on. I've had good luck with dice rolls. Don't leave me now.
Don't leave me.
28.
Ooh. It's 28 out of 60. Yeah, normal. Okay. Succeed. Valzana gains a surge of energy in your next roll. Success chance increases by 20%. Nice.
Whoa.
Even more so. Sheesh. And remember, like you just said, like she had plus 40 already because like he's weaker, nah?
Yeah.
And there was 140, so he gets minus 30 first, and like this is 150 to get minus 50. Sheesh. If you fear, no, on the farmer, credit time has passed. Reduce the BRT by minus 5. Hey, we almost had it. Almost. No. I just for my no pet here. Minus 5. Well, strong fight. If the first would have been successful, maybe it would have been done for. So go to 133. So now, so that's why. I see. Suddenly I see what I wanna be. What's that?
I know, but I don't really know the words. So.
Okay, now again you can attack, broadsword, lightning, or shield. Remember, you still haven't taken damage from him.
Yeah.
You're like decimating him.
Yeah, broadsword attack. Because he can't attack or defend, can he? Because he was.
Also, he's always parries with his corpus, and he still can attack, and he will.
But you said like his arm was broken or something, so he can't.
No. His shield arm is what's the word?
Compromised.
Compromised, yeah, but not his other arm yet.
Okay.
But yeah, and he also has just so I should have put that as well. Like he had 5.5 points. Now he has 4. See, released 4 damage without without armor and stuff. Then he's even dead. Good. So he attacks. So he attacks first still, which is impressive. So let's see. He attacks. So half chance. It's 40. Just about makes it. Sorry, 34. Now dodge or parry with broadsword or shield.
Parry with shield, of course.
Okay. Then roll.
Jack, right, you're kind of stomping this. Yeah. I'm a warrior. That's what
But
I
we
do.
lost also, but we're not the fast. Still weren't the fastest in it because we lost precious time, as it said.
84. Oof.
Well, you had from shield. You had 75, no?
75, yeah.
Ah, shoot, it's
Yeah.
still a fail. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Good. Let's see where he hits you. 5. Is your left leg again? Good. Then do normal attack versus normal parry. What's normal damage? Yeah. Okay, against your shield. So yes, 1d8. 8, 5, 6. It's 9. What's your shield? Shield? 12, I think.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, your shield blocks it up, so no damage there.
Okay.
Now you can attack.
Yay.
Make it count.
I
think as long as you don't fumble, you can't fail. Oh, we have plus 40,
88.
now plus 50. 88, yeah.
Yeah.
You have 150, also like 100. He gets minus 50, so he has 30. So I need to roll on a 30 to even able to parry. Nope. 72, that's a fail. So normal versus fail. Normal versus fail. Attacker rolls normal damage, defender takes damage. Nice. So make it count now.
Okay.
So what is 1d8?
Yeah, 1d8.
So yeah, just the one there.
Wait, that's not. Yeah, because plus 1d4 because 12. 11 plus 1 is 12.
So 12.
Yeah.
And 1d4.
No, that was the combination.
No, here it's a broadsword. It says 1d8 plus 1 plus 1d4.
Yes, we did 1d8 plus 1d4, which is 1d12, which is what I did.
So okay. No, you should roll up. Did I give you the wrong dice?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought you meant me to do it like combined.
No. So this one is it. Sorry.
Okay. I thought you were just like combining.
No, that's the reason why they do it like that.
Okay, 1d8. 6 plus 1 is 7.
7.
Let's roll this one. 3.
So 10. Well, yeah, he just. So what happens? You, um, wait, wait, what should we call it? Uh, so does it do damage to the arm or do we roll off on the place? It does.
Don't know.
Yes, it does. So I guess we roll for where you do.
Okay. No, Jack, that's not how that works. That's like, okay, now I baked this cake for 2 hours at 400 degrees. Well, I don't have that kind of time, so I'll bake it up for 1 hour at 800 degrees. That baking and rolling dice are two totally different things.
Yeah.
One. So right leg.
One is right leg.
Yes, exactly like I said.
Yeah. Would it be 13 front? So right arm, not that matter. Okay. Right leg. 4 damage exactly. So you kill him.
Nice. Woo. Victory.
Like the fatal wound, like he. By the way, just if you would have hit like his oh wait, it is right arm and it just went over. Come 13. It's more fun because then what happens? You cut his right arm clean off and through the shock of blood loss, you don't know, he instantly dies.
Nice. Jack, but if you're rolling 2 die, it should be impossible to roll a 1, and yet with 1d12 you could. Okay, fair point. Yeah. Well, you won anyway. Oh, geez, so he's been disarmed.
Yes, literally. And his other arm was still compromised, like essentially, yeah. Was this dead?
It's like, sorry, take my, I guess, hey, Hannah. Sorry, it's like, I was
Sorry.
trying to
I
do
thought you
something.
wanted just to say something.
No, I wanted to do something. That's why
Okay.
I'm taking my glasses off to
Okay.
do the whole Horatio Kane
Okay.
meme thingy.
So
Like, yeah, it looks like he's been disarmed.
yeah.
You won't get fooled again.
Nice. Okay. Killed by the attack. So is killed by the attack go to 170. Nice. 170. Also here, by the way, I thought that is nice. Satellite helmets. That's 70. That's quite down the line. Your swing was the parries, was the slashes, and you dodge out of the way. You dart around and thrust your broadsword forward. There's a sickening thud. Your blade is embedded in his side. His eyes glaze over as he stares out straight ahead. He collapses to the ground, his weight pulling your sword from your hand. You see him stare out across the battlefield in a shoulder slump. He falls face first onto the ground, dead. Your hand smarts from the impact. Smarts?
Hurts.
So, 107, go to 178. You stagger away and frantic search the camp for the signal horn. You find it, still held in the hands of a dead Sartorite. You take the horn in one hand and clamber up the side of the embankment. Though exhausted, you raise it high and blow into it with all your might. The clear tone reverberates in your ears and carries loudly through the air. You blow for as long as you can, then when your breath fades, you let it drop to the ground. You collapse against the nearby embankment wall and gaze out towards the village. Go to 179. That's 179, right? Silence, just silence. You watch the distant shape of Dangerford village and you wait. A few heart-stopping moments go by before at last you hear a horn sound response. Moments later, dark shapes pour out of the village towards the Dangerford. You let yourself sag, relieved. From this position, you watch as the reinforcements sweep into the river and rout the enemy. You see the Lunar infantry notice the approaching riders, then frantically turn to resist them, but to no avail. The Sardarite horde smashes into the overexposed Lunars, and with blood, bronze, and fury drives them from the danger fort. You gaze open-mouthed at the mayhem. But at last the Lunar line begins its retreat proper. You stagger down from the signal camp and make your way back towards Danger Eyes. Oh, increase the BRT by plus 20.
Nice.
Ooh. Other. Yes, that was good. 194. But I think before we go to the good endings, so to speak, we see what would have happened to the first version, like when you died. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's here 180. Your fate is no longer your own. Your spirit is drifting in the ether. You're bound for the court of silence, where darker fire, the judge of the dead, reigns supreme. Your mind drifts widely. Fragments of distorted memory drift through your vision. Your body is broken and bloody, but your spirit remains whole. It flies inward into the heart space and through the mirror. On the other side of the mirror, you see no stars, planets, or sun in the sky. You sense yourself standing in ranks alongside dozens of others, all bearing the marks of their life and death upon them. They and you are waiting to be judged. Some of them, you know, are from Danger Fort. Lunar and Saturate alike stand before you waiting. These next moments will be critical. Will you be bound for the palace of Orlanth to keep company with gods and heroes, or bound for somewhere else? Ahead of you, a shadow-cloaked figure looms high, darker fall. Two faceless creatures sit at his side. They watch you from on high. They call you forward. 181. You step forward. A great sense of peace washes over you. There's no more need to struggle, no more need to fight. A moment before your footsteps take you into the gaze of the great god, you feel an agonizing pain shoot through your body. Suddenly you are gazing out of half-lipped eyes at the face of a Shalana error healer. They are trying to bring you back to life with magic. No, not now. You were about to find peace. You're about to rest. You lash out blindly at the healer before you. Your spirit is in turmoil. The healer's eyes flash with magic. She stands tall, prepared to drag you back to the land of the living. 182. The world around you is still blurry and unfocused. You see shadowy shapes all around you. Perhaps they're locked in battle, perhaps they're merely standing by watching. Regardless, you search forward, your spirit locked in implacable fury. It is time to fight for your death. Also, there's spirit combat then. Okay. So essentially, she defeats the healer. It is if you defeat the healer, 93. Yeah, then you die for good. A rest among the gods. Only Runequest can revive you amongst the gods. The soul turns towards other matters, so slowly indescribable, wonderful, and terrifying. If she is defeated, then I guess she's revived. Then it says, eyes flash open, you're lying on the flattered soil beneath a flood. Intent outside, you can hear the battlestar echoing loudly. Your eyes flicker around, and to your immense shock, you see Callisto standing nearby. She pushes away the healer who saved you. Cal leans in close. Listen to me, listen, we don't have much time. I brought you back because I need a champion, we need one now. South of Danger Eyes is a signal camp. Inside, a scout with a war whore has been tasked with calling a new charge. Something's wrong, the horn hasn't sound. Our previous missions have returned. Meet the warrior, go now, the Lunars are close and we may be overrun. You hear a hope just by the tent, and Kala jerks her head up. She rushes towards the sound, and as to her bodyguards, you are left lying flat on the soil, catching breath. The healer who now sits exhausted side of the tent turns to you. What are you waiting for? Go. And I guess you're at that end again then, but there's the BRT by -10 instead of -5 for, like, I guess letting Kala like do her honor. Guess you can still decide if you. I guess I thought you can only just die, but I guess no. Whatever, if we keep it like it is, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there still would be a chance. Here also it's a picture of the Judge of the Dead. Comment.
Jack's, so he's been disarmed. He deserves a big hand. Too bad he had to reach too far. You won't get his digits anytime soon. He should try separating his strategies better. Okay, Armor, get out now to fear before you both get up in arms. Ooh, ominous. Yes.
So also 94. The battle is over. The sound of clashing metal has faded, and the sounds of wounded soldiers now an echo in the air. Although you were only a single warrior on the field, your impact was significant. Calculate the final BRT. Okay, if the result is less than 10, if it's less or equal to 20, or if it's greater than 20, if it's greater than 40, no, probably not, but like, let's see. Okay, plus the 10 I gave you once. So positive is then 40. So, no, wait, there's more. 50, actually. Minus 17. So, 40. 33. Okay. So it's greater than 20. Hey, you want to read all the outcomes?
Okay.
Here, I mean. So, if you had less than 10, then it would have been, also here also Basana's personal effects, I just see on the page. Did that right? It's 10, 30, 50. Under 10 would have been all the lunar forces were repaired. It was a terrible cost to the satellites. No raiders gave chase to Fasu White Red's strategic retreat, and the lunars went on to spread across the north, forcing dozens of battles in the years to come. When you return to the satellite camp on Danger Heights, your eyes are drawn to stretcher after stretcher filled with dead and dying fields. Friends, the mood in the camp is grim. This is only the first of many battles to come, and too much shattered blood has already been spilled. And years to come, the terrible cost of the victory at the Danger Fort stands as a black mark in the long bloody war of independence. Perhaps alongside Calistarbro and others, you'll be able to ensure that no other battle is closely won. So then it goes to 199. Okay. This 199 to 100. Slightly different versions, I guess. Okay. Then less or equal to 20 would have been 196. The lunar forces were repaired, but the battle was not without losses on the satellite side. They were not devastating enough to force a retreat or to damage the satellite war fort on any large scale. When you return to Danger Eye, you pass by rows of stretchers filled with wounded friends, but you also pass by groups of your brothers and sisters in arms, all cheering and celebrating a close-won fight. There will be many battles to come in the war against the Lunars, but with the power of the gods on your side and the fury of Sarta at your back, how can you possibly lose? Then, if it's greater than 20, as we have, the lunar forces were overwhelmed by the fury of the Satellite Azod. Faso White Red managed to order a full retreat before the Lunars suffered catastrophic losses, but he was harried and pursued all the way to the borders of the land. The Lunars will return, but there will need to be more cautious. They have tasted the bite of Sarta. Already legends spread throughout the lands like wildfire. The Lunars can be beaten. When you return to Danger Eyes, you see groups of exhausted warriors in jubilant jubilation. You join with them and cheer. That night, torches dances like fireflies across the Danger Fort, while high above the gods look down. They have blessed Sarta and you this day. Now in the days that follow, you must continue the fight and do them proud. Nicer.
Yeah.
It's like so 200 is when you died. Okay. Then I personally, I don't know, like, you're so close to 40, so I think you deserve the best ending.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice spin.
Yes,
Hey.
yes.
Don't know if you can see her on the
No, she's not visible. Wait, oh. No.
on the other side.
Yeah. She would be over there.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. you can just about see her. Yeah, there she
Yeah.
is. Jack says, "Oh."
Let's have. Uh,
Maybe she's up and looking around.
the nest.
And Jack, "Oh, sweet kitty." Yeah.
So this is yours. You have done the gods proud. Your name will echo through the centuries, as will the names of many heroes who took part in the astonishing victory at Danger Fort. The Lunar Empire army was smashed apart. They were overextended when the satellite reinforcements arrived and were caught in the flank moments of the Fuzzo-White-Red quarter for retreat. Most of the lunar army was isolated and cut down in the water. Those who did manage to flee were hunted to the edges of Sarta and survived only by hiding or disguising themselves. Shame for this place, tales of which quickly spread throughout the land. You never returned to Danger Isle. You and the rest of the Sarta army took over the lunar camp and launched into celebration. That evening your name was chanted by the warriors, and Calistarbro herself gave you a token of her esteem, a red-colored gem with the power to store magic. Nice. A matrix. The Lunar Empire will return, and that much is certain. But there will need to be more cautious. You can put off the event. They have tasted the bite of Sarta. Already legend spread through the land like wildfire. The Lunars can be beaten. That night, torches dance like fireflies across the Danger Fort. But high above, the gods look down. They have blessed Sarta and you this day. And now in all the days that follow, you must continue the fight and do them proud. And final, 199. Congratulations, you have reached the end of the Battle of Dangerford. This first step into Grandpa is only the beginning of your journey. After the Battle of Dangerford, Calistarbro and her companions continue on towards Boydholm, where the assembled tribes grant her the title Prince of Sartar. Others of the Sartarite army make their way south to Johnstown to fortify against the possibility of a lunar counterattack. What perils face Sartar, the Lunar Empire, and the rest of Grandpa now? That is for you to decide. Those interested in following the story of Vazana can look to an introductory scenario included in the Runequest starter set. Winter joins Vazana and her companions as they arrive in Johnstown just after the battle. Remember that your clan will vary. Whether your journey encounter takes you deeper into Sato across the width and breadth of the land, remember you can always return to this adventure to familiarize yourself with the rules, unlock different endings, or find hidden secrets. If Vazana survived the battle, you may see if she learned from experience, potentially increasing the abilities and runes she used successfully. May the gods of Storm and Thunder protect you all.
Nice. Perfect.
That was the Battle of Dangerford as one of Tilly's solo quest in the starter set.
Yay.
So,
Well, okay, that was fun.
what did you think?
That was really fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, it was fun to play and like imagine, or like I was kind of like envisioning what was going on while you were reading, and it was really cool to like see it play out in my mind and kind of participate in it. And I think I'm kind of proud of myself that I managed to get the best ending in the end, and like had some really good
After
roles.
dying once.
Yeah, that doesn't count. It just,
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
I
like
wrote it. It says doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Yeah. Also see like you could still get like healed up again, and so maybe you still would have gotten still a similar ending. Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, I had some awesome, really good rolls. Especially during that one battle. Like,
Yeah.
I was like roll perfect damage on my broadsword. It was like, sheesh, the gods of fortune are on my side tonight, I guess.
Yeah. More like it's more like the gods you pray to are on your side, or more like, I mean, it's our version. I forgot her name, but yeah, Olaf Coit, or what was Humat who you kind of pray to, huh? You know?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
Or it was Humat who you kind of pray to, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Who knows? Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, a bit rude, weird. Also suddenly, can I see more?
See more there. It kind of
Oh,
started around there.
huh. I guess Catgirl can be a gender if you really want to, but
Can I answer my own comments?
okay,
Please?
sorry. I'm just also in here, so
Yeah. So sorry, I was like waiting for my girlfriend here to finish what she was saying. But I just I'm gonna take the mic because it's kind of awkward talking into the side.
So-
It's sideways now. Uh, so to answer your comments, is catgirl a gender? No, it's a species. Furry, yes.
like, I mean-
Can I answer my own
yeah,
comment?
I just want to say, like, technically, if you want, anything can be a gender.
Yeah, also true. But yeah, no, it's species. Yeah, furry. Yes, I am. Uh, pronouns. My pronouns are she, her. Show boobs. I would love to, but sadly, I would get blocked by Twitch if I did that. And also, I archive these streams on YouTube, and YouTube would also block me if I did that. So, no, I'm not going to do that.
Also, that you don't have them, then you don't have. She does.
I don't have what?
I just think they refer to your boobs. Of course, she has.
Yeah. I have C cups. What do
Yeah.
you have? I have 38C. So yeah, I have boobs. Every step in getting your viewer numbers above 0. There usually I get like 2 or 3, which is above 0. So you sound so cool. Thank you. I'm in my mind. I'm in your head. No, I was picturing things in my mind. You see how that works? What shaving cream to use? I don't. I just use water. I don't waste money on shaving cream because I don't need it.
She barely has.
I have double D's. Nice. Hopefully, one day I will too. So yeah. Anyways,
I guess we don't react to rude comments.
no.
Like, she's a trans girl, a trans woman, so
Yes.
a 6-pack. No.
I wish I could, but sadly I don't have one. I'm not in the best shape, I have to say. Can your husband I don't have a husband
Yeah.
yet.
Probably fine.
Well,
So
probably
sorry.
one. Yeah, one day. What is what? There's lots of things around here. Is that your no? Jack of all trades is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
In
Virus.
the. I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
No, it's just very fascinating.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, are you even in reality at the moment? What is
yeah.
going on?
I don't know, it's just like trolls are kind of like they're, yeah. Not really.
Mhm. Well, anyway, I guess we're done. Guess we're done here. So I'm gonna we can wrap up now.
Yeah. So, well, it's up to you. So
Yeah, I mean we finished the story. So what else can
Yeah.
we do?
Yeah. super song.
Yeah, just ignore it.
No, just ran. I doubt he supports Untrue Tate.
I wasn't even going to respond to that.
Yeah, I mean, then you can like block them.
I thought you said not to block trolls.
Yeah, if they're just going on like.
Yeah, it's fine. Just let them.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't bother me. Anyways,
Yeah, just more not because what I say, but because they're spamming.
they're not. Well, we're gonna end soon anyway,
Yeah,
so.
I'm just saying. Just fascinating what goes on in their heads.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Anyways,
yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually one. Will I just use 2 accounts even?
I don't know,
like,
maybe.
Like, well, we'll look like with the tag and just blending in and like, oh, confusion. Like, nah, just more amusing.
It is, honestly. The whispering. Oh, and you like to know.
Yeah, because we're not whispering, we're talking
Yeah.
normally. Maybe you need to check your audio then.
Yeah. I think you need to turn your volume up.
Really? Sorry, just because I can't read it from here well. Oh, what thing? The cat?
Yeah. The cat's
weird.
comfortable. That's comfortable where she is. You don't need
Yeah.
to. We don't need to disturb her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Can I ask? Do you fuck your cat? Then you can answer the question yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Can we just wrap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's wrap
just
up.
Check. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm like human shaped. I don't like cat girls and cats are 2 different things. We don't like interbreed.
See a big
that would be like humans and monkeys breeding. It's I don't really want to think of the logistics there.
A big man point. No, sorry, I'm her girlfriend. I'm also a trans woman. Yeah, so not true.
Yeah. Okay, so.
I just saw if Jack is still there.
No, my girlfriend is next to me, like she said.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, her name is Hannah. Jack of all trades, sadly doesn't live in the same country as me, but he's in the Twitch chat. So you have a boyfriend and... No, I have a boyfriend and 2 girlfriends.
Yeah. Polyamory is a thing.
Yes.
I heard Knights wants to end the stream.
Yes. I think she's looking very
yeah, she's
like done with this whole thing.
Yeah, that was it. So anyway, thanks for chiming in.
Yes. Thanks for coming to my stream anyway. I'm always happy to have more viewers.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't talk more here to you because you seem a bit rude and you don't really respond to answers the right way and intimate question. So either you're just rude, you're trolled. So have fun, but like we're ending the stream now.
Yeah.
This was solo quest of Runequest, so the Battle at Dangerford. And what's the time?
It's like almost 10.
Yeah, over 2 hours, midnight British time.
Yeah. I stream. I play games. So want to see that? Come and tune in about 2 hours from now. I'll be there.
Yeah. And also say like anyone who like stirs up some bullshit gets them blocked.
Yep.
See it as a warning.
Like my rules say, be nice to each other.
Yeah.
So, that's all. Alright, see you later, Daybreakers. Take care. Love and peace.